guys, Sardo back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today, I'm finally bringing you the last member of the Assaulters team. I was on the PROBUS, rejecticons, whatever you want to call them. And this is Perfect Series PS-17 PROBUS Ground Assault, or as we know him as Brawl. Let's start off as usual, take a look at the box. And got some nice artwork of Brawl here on the front. Turn it down on the side. Getting a piece of artwork in alt mode. Him with all his guns attached. Check out the back. Whoa, and flip it over. That should be a blooper, right? And we get him fully transformed, recombined from the leg. And if you take this first accessory and put it over the little thing here, you get more of a G1 tech spec deal. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to read PROBUS' little bio here, I'll put it close to the camera. And you can pause that and take a look at it. Alright, now moving on to everything else. As usual, since it's third party, you get the collector card. Just, normal thing you get. Turn them back, see more stats. If you care, there you go. You also get, to be expected, his instructions. Which are, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't even look at these. Like at all. It was Byron, one of the MSC designers, who made instructions, and on his Instagram page he actually said that the transformation was pretty easy. You could probably figure it out without, and I just about did, minus the legs. I had to hit up Katos Kollection regarding the legs because I didn't read instructions. But yeah, it's pretty easy to transform. Alright, now before we get to figures, let's talk about these accessories. I'm gonna do this one first. You get a third head for Swindle. Swindle's getting a lot of love from this set. It's a shame he's gonna be combined into a leg because he just has the most personality. And we get a whole new head sculpt for him. And this is an even bigger smile. His original head was just more of a a calm, normal face. The second head was a small smirk. This is a big old shit-eating grin, like yeah, I robbed you. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, so this is really cool. Nice, like the other sculpts, nicely painted, nice purple eyes, big old shitting grin. So yeah. Also, you get his pistol, which is actually kind of a machine gun. And to put it in his hand, you just pull this down and pick it to the hand, which you'll see later. Using this right here, this will pick onto the top of the tank, which we'll also see a little bit later. And a whole lot of ands. You get this larger, I guess more of an anti-tank cannon. To me, it's more from the toy, but it is in the G1 cartoon as well. So yeah, this is tabs onto the back using these pegs here, which you will see eventually. And for robot mode, you just fold these back and try to remember how this goes. You can rotate the cannons. And that picks onto the top of the tank, which will the top of his back, which we'll get to as well. No big deal. And last but not least, you get these two little antennas. Let me get them up here. I'm sure eventually I'm gonna lose these, so I'm gonna take them off the first chance I get after I plug them in, because I don't want to lose these. But they're a soft plastic, very bendable. So watch out. I think one of mine's already bent. So yeah, be careful with these, because you. Oh, I think I just, no, there it is. There it is, okay. See, I almost lost him. But anyway, don't lose these. And here he is in his alt mode. Tip, this barrel right here does extend. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now because I might forget. So you just grab it like so and just pull out about that far. There you go. So yeah, this is a tank mode, man. And I have to say, it looks like a tank. Very, very solid piece. Actually got a good bit of weight to it, and when fully transformed, extends out very nice. I didn't realize how big he was going to be compared to the others. He's actually the second biggest bot, which you're going to see too when he transforms. But yeah, it's a tank, and I love the colors of it. It looks very much like a toy, in my opinion. I think in the cartoon he's a little bit darker, but yeah, I dig this. There's nice paint here for the treads. And if you couldn't see the seams lines on this, you would assume it's like a toy or a model tank, because you got the big old seams here.
otherwise it's pretty seamless. Nice gunmetal paint for the treads, and not treads, but for the wheels themselves. I think the plastic is painted, but it might just be plain plastic. You also get wheels underneath your treads, so you can actually roll. I wasn't expecting that, honestly, but this surface is not the best for rolling, but I think on better surface it could roll. As for paint, back to that, you also get little small paint apps everywhere, like right here, little small light blue here. You can put it in the camera. I believe this is painted right here, and I like this the way this looks. I know I've seen some tanks where everything metal, iron, whatever, but right here before you get to the barrel, like this more softer material. I guess it's made so it can bend up and down. But I like how they actually mold in the folds for that rubber or plastic, where it is right there. The insulation, very nice. And like I said before, barrel can go up and down. On the front here, these aren't standard issue, but I took the liberty adding the Decepticon symbols, one for top of the tank, one for the chest right here. I use the Toy Hacks as IAW Decepticon symbols, because for me it's basically my IAW Bruticus. So I know it's more G1 or Studio Ox, but when you take a look at the IAW Bruticus, it's basically just that. So yeah, this is a tank, and underneath it's fairly clean, except for this little gap right here. Otherwise, it's nice. Nice mold detail, whatnot. All right, now if you pull back in your accessories, mainly your antenna, which I'm going to show you again before I lose them, they're going to get lost. Here they are. You just want to plug those right here in the tops, like so, and this will complete the look of the antenna at least. One more thing too, before I install the rest of the guns, you can open up these hatches, which I think is a very, very nice touch. It'd be kind of cool if it had like a little half torso figure I can stick down in there. Look pretty official then. So that's nice. Alright, bringing in back here, I'm almost gonna say anti-aircraft gun. I'm gonna plug this right here, these two tabs, and these two little tabs here. I also think it completes the look, because otherwise this looks kind of unfinished back here. So you just wanna push down, and there you go. These two, although tight, you can't move them every which way, and good angles on both sides. Just keep that pressed in. There we go. Now bring in your other gun right here. It's gonna plug in this hole right here, and I think I like to look at that. It really does kind of complete the full look. This is more or less what I remember from the cartoon. And I just can't get over this how big this is, man. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and no. Before I do go on comparisons, this thing actually has more articulation that I'm giving it credit for. I'm gonna go ahead and move these up out of the way. I was gonna take it off so I can show this. The turret itself can move. It's on a bit of a ratchet, so just be careful. This is here's like soft plastic, so you don't want to squeeze in. I have to use the back right here, and you can just rotate. And you hear it has a nice ratchet sound in there, so it can go a full 360. I find that very cool. Yeah, so I want to make sure I showed off all articulation add. And most time in the alt modes, there's no real articulation, other than the fact you can maybe move a cannon or a wing or something. So I wanted to show that off. All right, now let's get into size comparisons. All right, now for some size comparisons. Before I go to what everybody wants to see in comparisons, let's just do a hot rod. This has kind of been my go-to MP car bot. Although technically he's a little bit bigger than most normal MP car bots. But yeah, here he is. And I don't know how that really scales. Him being a tank, he's probably supposed to be a little bit bigger, but I'm gonna kick this comparison. And here he is with the crew, which you want to see all the Combaticons in their alt mode. Let me be honest and transparent as all possible. I'm probably filming this portion before I even do the complete review. Yeah. I'm a cheap bastard that way. So yeah, so here anyway, here's all their alt modes. I think they look awesome as a team. No, this team was never ever going to scale perfectly. You know, you have a tank. Oh, though to be fair, even though he's so much bigger than the other limbots, you know, he's still gonna square up good as a leg. So that's some witchcraft there. But yeah, you know, if I feel like this team were real, Blast Off will have to be leader, and he had to be the main body because, you know, space shuttle, all that good stuff. And yeah, this is the team. This is them with all the weapons equipped and everything. In the back here, I have the upgrade feet, and everything. So yeah, this is the team in alt mode. I just want to get this all shown before I show them in robot mode. Like I said, I probably filmed this in the past, didn't combine it with this video because I am a lazy bastard who's going to transform all this stuff. So yeah. And for the first transformation, I decided to go with the leg mode, simply because when you leave tank mode, leg mode is the easiest one to do. First and foremost, I want to say when doing this, make sure that you have my little stylus here so you guys see what I'm doing. Make sure that you have your little panels right here up and the fist turned to the back. It's something I learned from Kato. Also, I would have actually showed you guys transformation, but Kato kind of already did it, so save me the trouble. But I will have a link to his review down below. You know, so there you go. Yeah, I love cutting corners where I can. But yeah, leg mode is pretty solid. I left the little tendons off. Probably last time you're gonna see them, because I'm gonna put them in a box so I don't lose them. But yeah, it's pretty solid. You get no real foot bending back, but you do get ankle articulation. You go left to the right, which is pretty good. Nice and tight, which is good. Get a decent heel spur back here. Everything for the most part folds in nicely. No real gappage, except for like maybe like right here, a little hole here, and get pretty deep in there. But but it's okay. This is actually the back of the leg, so it really doesn't matter. And you can still take your weapons, like your little machine gun deal here. You can plug it in like it was before. There you go. Aim it down. You can take your back cannon and kind of have it in this kind of bendage here. Turn it upside down. And using these little two ports here, kind of just mash it in there. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, you know, it gives the leg a little bit more mass, although it never really needed it. And I dig it. This kind of reminds me of the toy. I remember. Did you win Brawl? You kind of just took it apart and folded the front part of the tank down, and you made a leg. So that's pretty cool. Although I can't remember in the toy, was it going this way, or was the barrel up front? I really forgot. It's been a hot minute. But regardless, you know, this is how the foot must look. The foot itself, though, I think is a little on the small side. I don't know what you guys think, but I think kind of small. Although ultimately it won't matter because I'm gonna just throw this on there. So you know, he's gonna have a bigger foot anyway, in my opinion. And although it's all in one, which is a good thing, you don't need these upgrades for anything. But I've never been the biggest fan of the feet actually being the color of the leg. And I know it's a Brugis thing, you know, but yeah, this is the leg mode. And here is Brawl all transformed, and this is definitely Brawl. What can I say? As I really like the silhouette. I know I sometimes I do go on about silhouettes, but even when you turn from the side, I mean, I think that looks really good. The back here looks really nice. Oh, and one more thing before I do go on about the figure. These right here, I noticed on Kato's they were a bit loose. I was gonna say you have to like plug them in, unlatch it. See, it's very loose if you don't latch it in. You gotta get down to their angle, and it's like a little peg here. You can just push in like so, and at that, it's rock solid. But yeah, I want to point it out. Go back to the figure itself. It looks awesome. I even like the old school 80s boxy head, which has become a Scramble City combined staple. And I love the orange on the eyes. It looks very, very vibrant. Even has a little bit there on the camera's going on with it. There we go. Even on the forehead, it has more of the orange, and kind of light reddish, like a mud brown, like a reddish mud brown for the faceplate. Looks really good too. Lots of molded detail throughout the chest and the legs. Very nice looking. Silhouette is on point. So overall, it's really nice. And move the camera up again. As far as his articulation goes, let me just pick this up and bring it in. Moving to the head itself, it is on a ball joint, similar to the rest of the combaticons. You can wiggle all you want, get a full 360, like you would think. The arms are really special because there's only these little hinges here, so you can kind of get them out that far. Full 360, and this is mostly the transformation, but just use it for your purposes. So, bicep, get 360 out of that. Elbow bend, same thing on double hinge. It is, which is great. The hand itself, get a full 360 out of each finger. Although kind of in that permanent typewriter pose, you can still open up each individual one. It's good. I'll get my finger in there. And include the thumb. The thumb is on the ball joint, I believe. I can get my hand. God, there we go. Yeah, the thumb's on the ball joint. The rest of them on the pin here on the knuckle. So that's good. Move back out. Put the camera down. The other arm, exact same. Go about that far. Get a full 360. Bicep. 360. Double hinge. Elbow, which I appreciate. I think all figures should have that. Hands do open up. Come on, a little tight. There we go. As for the waist, you do get, oh man, one hell of an ab crunch. And if I noticed, there we go. Everyone has an ab crunch except for Swindle. This is kind of unfortunate. Swindle's like my favorite guy in the group, and he has no ab crunch. Terrible shame. It kind of breaks the scope a little bit, but not bad. The waist can move full 360. Like so. And the turret doesn't really hamper it at all, which is really good. What the turret does hamper is if when you want to move the leg back, because you got two hip skirts, one in the front right here, and one in the back. So you can't kick out. It's a nice ratchet the whole leg, holds it pretty good. Knee bend, like so. You can kick back about that far. And again, this is when a turret becomes a problem, but you can get most poses. I don't think it really hurts anything. You can kick the leg all the way out. It's not ratchet to hold that, but it's still pretty solid. And same other leg. Now going down to the feet. I just showed you the combined mode foot first, so you already know that this is an ankle tilt, like so, and a toe bend. Though most of the transformation, but it's still there. And also, one more thing about the legs, you do get a thigh rotation right here, left and right. Ooh, that far, that was tight. Actually, when you catch, it's almost a catch there. I don't know why, but you can't get full 360. Not that you needed it, but you can. I mean, but you know, but it's good nose there. Now, as for his weapons, bringing in that gun, just gonna pull this peg down here, and it's gonna fasten it from the back, which is weird. Most MPs don't do that. The MNC decided to go a different route this, and it's all good. As long as it holds, what I care about. And so just keep this right here and push it to the back of the hand, like so, and close that up. And there we go. He's holding that. It looks kind of small, given how big he is, but well. As I've been telling a lot of people, any shortcomings these figures have, and honestly, they're not much. Most of us gonna keep them in combined mode, so you'll never notice it. But he holds his gun just well. If you want to use this bigger one, which I'm not a fan of, but you can, you want to go back from the back and rotate his turret all the way upside down, and then you want to pull this right here all the way up. You're gonna have a little clip right here, and you're gonna take your cannon and just using this hole, you want to line up right by moving your barrels, and you want to plug that in. Let's see if I can get it on camera. It's not the best look to me, but it's good for, I guess it's for storage for people who want to do that. Let's see here. Come on out. Using the hinge it up. There we go. So you get that. Oh, that's kind of ugly. Let's fix that. There we go. No, that's still kind of ugly. There we go. So you can kind of get that look. It's not my preferred thing, but it's something you can do. Yeah. So yeah, before moving on, let's get some comparisons in here, shall we? And here he is with just some general figures I have laying around. You may have laying around as well. Here he is with a Siege Conehead, which is their Voyager class, MP Carbide, and MMC's Rodimus. MMC's Rodimus is, I say, roughly about the size of, given today's standards, a leader class, old school Voyager. As you can see, it's bigger than the Carbide. But yeah, this is just kind of how it would look. I'm sorry I don't have an MP Starscream, but what I can do, and this is kind of my Starscream personally for right now of choice. You know, I'm all into my Cybertron, which looks. Here's my Planet X Starscream, or Emperor Starscream. So yeah, you know, this kind of how it would look. And actually, between him and Brawl, I'm not mad at that. You know, he's a tank, he's big, bruiser type character, so that's all good. But like before, let's get to the comparisons that you really care about. And yeah, here's a comparison that I really care about. I imagine you guys too. And how does he compare with the rest of the team? He looks magnificent. And like I said before, it's the MMC Witchcraft. Because you have Brawl, who is also a leg, who is so much bigger than Swindle in robot mode, it's not even funny. And I guess it's because he goes in tank mode and he kind of hunches over himself to just to get down to this little guy's stature, which is cool. Blast Off, you know, he too is bigger than Swindle, but also a little bit bigger than Vortex. You know, also being the biggest, of course. But yeah, I love the size variation amongst these guys. It's just so awesome. And you know, like any combiner that you really enjoy, you always wish that sometimes you could just, you know, maybe have two sets, so you could keep them in robot mode. And I mean, this looks great. Just like the alt modes, this looks great. I'm just speechless, man. It's been said before. Squad goals. Alright, let's move on to our final thought so I can get you guys out of here. Alright, about that final thought. Honestly, the figure is damn near flawless. I can totally see how this can be someone's favorite member of the group. I think I'm still stuck on Swindle. It's like, I think it's just more of the con man personality of him, why I like him so much. But I think overall, from a pure figure standpoint, ease of transformation, aesthetic, I think Brawl could take it as being the number one guy from the group, just being, you know, the most funnest to mess with. But mine's still Swindle. But yeah, if you're in for the set, you don't need me to tell you that you need to buy this. It's a must-have if you're in for the set. If you're not, then I guess if you're not on the set, I can't really give you a reason to buy this, being that it's a combiner. But you know, it has all essential articulation food groups. You know, you got your swivels, your ab crunches, your ankle tilts, so it's all there. So I mean, if you just love a big tank transformer, he's still good, still worth having. But if you're in for the full combiner, you're gonna buy him. You don't give a damn what I say. Let's quit pretending, right? Let's quit pretending. So yeah, pick him up. I got mine from the Chosen Prime, but at this current moment, I believe you can get it from Chosen Prime and TF Source. Probably about Toy Story too, and maybe even Toy Dojo. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's out there. All right, before I close out, if you haven't subscribed to rejecticons, they have quality content. If you're not subscribed, you are missing out. I'll have their their information right here below, as always. Just check. And for my own shameless plug, Yet again, thank everybody for getting me past that 300 mark. You guys are marvelous. Thank you so much. If you enjoy what I do, subscribe. Check me out. I'm putting out content just about every week, sometimes twice. You know, see how things go. But anyway, until next time, this has been Sardo, also known as the Black Gentleman. Out here doing God work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.